Okay, so, AI is kind of a big deal right now. But after checking out that MerchBot's webinar you sent over about using AI in the promo world, I got to say, I'm like, wow, this is way bigger than I thought.
Right, like I knew AI was becoming a thing, but Ron Friedman, the founder of MerchBots, he really broke it down in a way that just clicked for me.
Totally. And I have to admit, at first I was a little bit like, okay, AI, another buzzword. But he really got my attention when he said that our clients, they're already using AI every single day,
Yeah.
even if they don't realize it.
Yeah, like when Netflix knows exactly what show you want to binge watch next, that's AI in action. Or Spotify creating that perfect playlist. AI again.
Exactly. It's already woven into our lives. And he made a really good point about how our clients are probably already using AI in their businesses too, for things like, market research or even just making decisions about what to buy. So if they're on board, shouldn't we be too?
Absolutely. It's about speaking their language, understanding their world, and then showing them how we can use AI to solve their problems and make their lives easier.
Right. It's like we're not just selling them a product anymore. We're selling them a solution. And AI is that secret ingredient that makes it all happen.
It's about adding value in ways we never could before. And when Ron started talking about how MerchBots is using AI to give promotional products a digital brain, I was like,
Yeah.
okay, you have to tell me more about this.
Yeah. The digital brain thing, when I hear that, I'm picturing like a talking stress ball with a microchip,
Hmm.
which honestly could be kind of creepy.
No, not creepy cool. Think about it this way. You're at a trade show, right? And you pick up a branded mug with a QR code on it. You scan it with your phone and boom,
Yeah.
you're instantly connected with an AI-powered chatbot.
So it's not that the mug itself is like some kind of genius. It's more about creating that instant connection to information or special offers, or maybe even a fun quiz or something.
Exactly. Ryan actually talked about this one client who used it for a product launch. They put QR codes on all their merch at a conference. And when people scanned the code, it launched a chatbot that could answer questions about the product, offer a discount code, even book meetings with the sales team right there on the spot.
Okay, now that's just smart. Talk about turning a simple promo item into a lead-generating machine. I like it. But I have to admit, whenever I hear about this stuff, a part of me is always thinking, okay, that's cool, but is it actually doable? Like, do I need to be a tech whiz to figure this out?
Not at all. And that's the best part. Ron actually did a live demo of a bunch of AI tools that are not only super user-friendly, but most of them are either free or really affordable, even for smaller businesses.
Okay, then you're speaking my language. So what kind of tools were you talking about here?
So he started with one called Notebook LM. It's this amazing tool for research. Like, let's say you're trying to land a new client, maybe a local bakery or something. You could literally feed their website into Notebook LM, and it would analyze everything, figure out their marketing challenges, all of that.
So instead of me spending hours clicking through their website, trying to sound like I know their business inside and out, this tool basically gives me the cheat sheet.
Pretty much. Like in the bakery example, imagine Notebook LM finds out that they haven't updated their product photos in like 5 years. Boom, instant talking point for your sales pitch. You become the hero who noticed and has a solution.
I like where this is going. What else is in this magical AI toolbox?
Okay, next up, Perplexity AI. Imagine like a supercharged Google search. You type in any topic and it doesn't just give you a bunch of links, it gives you this concise summary, pulls out all the key facts, and it even cites its sources so you know it's legit.
And if you're anything like me and get distracted by a million tabs, the coolest feature is that you can actually ask follow-up questions within Perplexity to refine your search even further. It's like, okay, now tell me about that bakery's main competitor without having to start a whole new search.
Exactly. It's like having a super smart research assistant at your beck and call. But of course, we can't talk about AI without mentioning the big dog in the room, ChatGPT.
Oh, ChatGPT. I've heard of it. Everyone and their grandma has heard of it. But I'm not going to lie, I always kind of tuned it out, like it was too hyped up or something.
Well, Ron actually showed off the newest version, ChatGPT, with Canvas. And let me tell you, it is a game changer. Think of it like this. It's your brainstorming buddy, your content creator, and your graphic designer all rolled into one.
Wait, hold up. So I can use it to like come up with campaign ideas, actually write the copy for a brochure or even a website, and then it'll make the visuals too.
You got it. And it's all within one super user-friendly interface. He even showed how you can give ChatGPT information about your business and your clients. So it tailors its responses to your specific needs. It's like having a personal AI assistant who knows your industry inside and out.
Okay, color me impressed. I'm starting to see why people are freaking out about this stuff.
Yeah.
But isn't there a little bit of a learning curve with these tools? Like you got to know the right prompts and all that.
Yeah, there's a little bit of a learning curve at first, but The way Ron explained it is that it's more about experimentation, trying things out and seeing what works best for you. Plus, most of these tools have tons of free resources and tutorials to help you get started.
Okay, good to know. So it's not like I need to go back to school and get a degree in AI just to use this stuff.
No way. And speaking of figuring things out, he also talked about another tool that's kind of a rival to ChatGPT called Gemini. And what's unique about this one is that it's integrated directly into the Google Workspace. So you drive your emails, all of that stuff.
So instead of me wasting precious time searching through a million folders, I could be like, hey, Gemini, remember that presentation I gave to that healthcare client last year? Find it. It just magically appears.
Exactly. It can analyze everything in your workspace and pull up exactly what you need in seconds.
Okay, that alone is worth its weight in gold.
Yeah, wow.
Time is money, especially in our business.
Tell me about it. And the best part is that most of these tools are either totally free or they have really affordable subscription options. Ron kept emphasizing that you don't need a huge budget to start experimenting with AI.
I love hearing that. He said AI is giving everyone superpowers, not just the big corporations with deep pockets.
Exactly. And just like any superpower, you get better with practice. The more you use these tools, the more powerful they become. He really stressed that to unlock the real power of AI, you need to make it a habit.
So no more trying it once and then letting it gather dust in my digital toolbox.
Exactly. It's about weaving these tools into your daily workflow. Even little things like pinning them to your browser toolbar or adding them to your phone's home screen can make a world of difference.
Simple yet so effective. I love it. I'm already feeling inspired to up my AI game.
Yeah.
But enough about the tools themselves. Let's talk about how we can actually use them to, make us more money.
Well, Wright had a ton of great examples of how to do just that, specifically for automating and supercharging the sales process. For example, he talked about how you can actually upload your client list or recent leads into ChatGPT.
Wait a minute, for real? You're telling me I can feed ChatGPT my entire contact list and it won't send them all a recipe for sourdough bread or something?
No sourdough bread, unless that's what your clients are into. What he actually showed was how ChatGPT can analyze your list, identify potential upselling opportunities based on past purchases, or even suggest the best way to approach a new lead based on their website.
So instead of sending out those generic cold emails that nobody reads, I can use AI to craft personalized messages that are actually relevant to each prospect.
Exactly. It's about working smarter, not harder.
Okay, I'm all ears. What else can AI do to help me close more deals?
Well, he talked about using AI to qualify leads, which is huge for
Qualifying leads. See, that's the holy grail right there. Figuring out who's actually going to buy versus who's just wasting my time. How does AI play into that?
It's like having a virtual assistant who's working 24/7 to handle those tedious tasks. So you can focus on what really matters. Ron showed how AI can actually analyze things like email engagement, website activity, even social media interactions to pinpoint those red-hot leads.
So I don't waste my energy on someone who's just kicking tires. I can focus on the ones who are waving their wallet saying, I'm ready to buy. Makes sense to me. Which reminds me, didn't he offer some kind of discount for the MerchBot platform during the webinar?
He did. I think it was for people who sign up within a week or something. It's definitely worth checking out the replay or going to the MerchBot website for the details. But beyond that specific offer, think about how frustrating it is when you go to a website with a question and you have to wait forever for someone to get back to you.
Oh, the worst. Especially if it's something time sensitive. Hey, can I still get this order rushed for my trade show next week?
Exactly. And that's where those AI-powered chatbots come in. They can provide instant support, answer common questions, even collect lead information, all while you're off doing other things.
Okay, so while we're on the topic of being busy, Ron also mentioned automating email responses and creating killer sales proposals, which I'm guessing AI can help with too.
Oh, absolutely. Picture this. You're swamped getting ready for a big client meeting. Instead of stressing over crafting the perfect follow-up email, you just feed a few key points into ChatGPT and boom, polished professional response, ready to send in seconds.
Okay, that would be a game changer. Because let's be real, sometimes those emails can take up way too much brain space. And what about those proposals? Those things can take forever to put together, especially if you're trying to actually make them good and, personalize them for each client.
Right. So imagine this. You feed ChatGPT some basic info about the client, their industry, maybe a few pain points they've mentioned, and poof, it creates a draft proposal tailored specifically to their needs. No more starting from scratch every single time.
Okay, now you're just showing off. Like having a whole team of virtual assistants working around the clock.
It really is. And the way Ron put it, it frees up your time and energy to focus on what humans do best, building relationships, understanding those nuanced needs, providing that personal touch that, at least for now, AI just can't quite replicate.
It's like we're becoming more like consultants or strategic partners instead of just order takers.
Exactly. And you know what else? You don't need to be a tech expert to use these tools. Ron actually shared this super simple hack for documenting processes, something that literally everyone can benefit from.
Okay, I am intrigued. Process documentation always sounds so official and kind of intimidating.
It doesn't have to be. Remember how we were talking about those platforms like Zoom or Loom that can generate transcripts of meetings?
Yeah.
So Ron's hack is this. Record yourself explaining a process, like how to onboard a new client or how to fulfill a rush order. Anything, really.
Okay, so I've got my rambling explanation recorded. Then what?
Then you take that AI-generated transcript, feed it into ChatGPT, and say something like, turn this into a training manual. And just like that, you've got a structured, shareable document ready to go.
No way. ChatGPT can take my scattered thoughts and, organize them.
It's pretty amazing. And think about how much time that saves. No more agonizing over formatting or trying to remember every little detail.
Dude, that's genius. I know for me, getting those processes out of my head and, onto paper or, into a Google Doc is always the hardest part.
It's like magic. And it brings us back to a key point that Ron made throughout the whole webinar. AI is most powerful when you treat it like a partner, not just a tool.
What do you mean by that?
It's about understanding its strengths, feeding it the right information, and then kind of getting out of the way and letting it work its magic,
So it's like we're working with AI, not against it.
Exactly. You're the brains of the operation. The one with the vision, AI just helps you bring that vision to life faster and more efficiently than ever before. But it's important to remember, AI is only as good as the information we feed it.
Right. Garbage in, garbage out, as they say.
Yeah.
But with the right approach, it sounds like AI could be a total game changer for promo pros like us.
No doubt. Remember those superpowers we were talking about? Now we're talking about using them to analyze our existing client data. Imagine taking all those spreadsheets and customer records and actually unlocking hidden opportunities within them.
Okay, so finding out which clients are buying what? Maybe spotting some trends? Or potential upselling opportunities?
Exactly. No more guessing or relying on gut feeling. You have data-driven insights to actually back up your sales strategy.
I love that. It's like having X-ray vision for your client base. And I'm guessing this whole data analysis thing ties into personalizing those sales pitches we were talking about.
You got it. Instead of using a generic one-size-fits-all approach, you're tailoring your message to each client's specific needs and pain points.
So instead of just saying, hey, buy my stuff, it's more like, hey, I know you're struggling with this particular thing, and I have the perfect solution for you.
Exactly. And because you're coming to them armed with data and insights, it shows the client that you understand their business. You've done your homework. You're not just trying to make a quick buck.
It's about building trust and credibility, which, let's face it, is huge in this business.
Absolutely. And speaking of building trust and credibility, we can't forget about the power of high-quality content. Ron shared some fantastic examples of how you can use tools like ChatGPT to create really compelling sales materials.
Right, like those proposals and presentations we were talking about.
Yeah.
But didn't he also say something about making sure those materials are tailored to the client's industry and specific needs? Because nobody wants to read something that's generic and boring.
You're totally right. Cookie-cutter sales materials are a thing of the past. With AI, we can create content that's laser-focused on the target audience.
So if I'm pitching to a client in the tech industry, my presentation is going to look and sound completely different than if I'm pitching to, say, a local restaurant.
Exactly. You're speaking their language, addressing their specific pain points, demonstrating that you understand their world.
It's all about making that connection, showing them that you're not just trying to sell them something, but that you're there to partner with them and help them grow their business.
Precisely. And to bring it full circle, let's not forget about those AI-powered chatbots we discussed earlier.
Right, those virtual assistants who are out there 24/7, answering questions and generating leads.
They can also play a huge role in gathering valuable customer insights. Think about it. Every time someone interacts with your chatbot, it's an opportunity to learn more about their needs, their preferences, their pain points.
It's like having a built-in market research team working around the clock.
Exactly. And that data can then be used to refine your sales and marketing efforts even further. It's a beautiful cycle.
Wow, it's amazing how all of these AI tools and strategies can work together to create this powerful ecosystem for business growth. It's like we're not just selling pens and t-shirts anymore.
Yeah.
It's bigger than that. We're selling data-driven solutions,
Mm-hmm.
personalized experiences. Like you said, the future of promo is here.
It really is. And it all goes back to that idea of superpowers that we were talking about earlier. Remember how Ron from Merchbots was saying how AI is like giving us superpowers? Well, this is not about like flying or reading minds or anything, although that would be pretty cool.
Right. Sign me up for the mind-reading superpower.
Yeah. But seriously, it's more about how AI can empower us to be better at what we do, smarter, more effective.
So instead of being intimidated by AI, we should be looking at it as a way to level up our entire game.
Exactly. And the possibilities are pretty much endless. Think about it. We can use AI to analyze our clients' industries, identify emerging trends, even anticipate their needs before they even know what they need.
Okay, now you're blowing my mind. It's like we have a crystal ball that shows us the future of our clients' businesses, and we get to be the ones to help them get there.
Exactly. And think about what that means for our own businesses. We're not just order takers anymore. We're trusted advisors. We're not just providing products. We're providing solutions.
It's a whole new ball game. No more cheesy stock photos, generic sales pitches. We're talking about using data and cutting-edge technology to create campaigns that actually work.
Exactly. And the best part is you don't have to be a tech genius to make this happen. Most of these AI tools are designed to be super user-friendly, even for the least tech-savvy person out there.
Right. It's all about taking that first step.
Yeah.
Experimenting with different tools and finding what works best for you and your clients.
And don't be afraid to have some fun with it. AI can be a really powerful tool for unleashing creativity, coming up with those innovative solutions that we might never have thought of before.
That's what I love about this industry. It's always evolving, always pushing the boundaries. And with AI by our side, the possibilities really are limitless.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Yeah.
So what are we waiting for? Let's go out there and conquer the world of promo one AI-powered campaign at a time.
That's a wrap on this deep dive into the AI-powered future of promotional products. Hopefully you're feeling as inspired as I am, ready to embrace the power of AI, and maybe even feeling a little bit like a superhero yourself.
Until next time, happy innovating.